Well, greetings YouTube neighbors. Hope quarantine is treating you well. We are taking care of some of the giant trees we had dropped to the property not that long ago, kind of before all this craziness started, but created a good project for us. So we are working on cleaning up some of these dying cottonwoods on the property. And I already chainsawed a lot of this up. I'm still thinking about doing a chainsaw video. One of the reasons I've actually held off is basically because I want to get a new one. It's on my to-do list. So instead, I figured I'd film a little bit of this, and that's going to have to do. I got the young man doing the video. And if you look around a little bit where we're working, it's very wet everywhere. You're going to see it super soupy around here. And so I just kind of wanted to show off a little bit on how well does it do kind of in the mess. So I do leave it in constant four-wheel drive and see if you can get how much I'm sinking here and how big my ruts are. Definitely sinking 6 to 8 inches back there. It's just sopping wet everywhere. Actually, I'm going to try to grab another pile. You want to grab the camera again, kiddo? Yeah. Hold it with both hands for me. Thank you. A super camera guy who's paid an ice cream is working for me doing this video today. This is now the lazy man's way to pick up sticks. And let me tell you, it works great. It takes time to get used to the grapple. Just kind of where it sits with everything, but it really does a great job. Alright, see the mud so they can see what we're driving through. We don't have any ballast on. I'm going to get the tiller on here in probably a week or two. I should be able to start chewing up the ground here. It actually rained yesterday, so it's kind of a big soupy mess here. But I don't know, and not very good quarantine weather, but not terrible project weather, especially the tractor. Obviously, you can't work anywhere you don't want to stay nice. That area I'm working now, I'm planning to make that my big, I don't know, not a quarter acre, but quite big raspberry plot. We had a big raspberry patch at our old place, and I've been trying to work to get a bigger one again, because they're the plants that really take in this sandy soil up here. So there's the chicken coop, and the chickens are out today enjoying the day. This is kind of just to show you how soupy it is, but how good something like this gets around with good four-wheel drive and kind of good balance. And you know, you think this thing's kind of awkwardly weighted with the loader itself weighing about 1,000 pounds, then the grapple's another 1,000. It really does good, but yeah, you can't get around without the four-wheel drive here. I'm surprised they even sell tractors without four-wheel drive nowadays. Man, this thing just works good like this. Without it, I'd get stuck. I think on the way back I'm going to put it in two-wheel just to show you how easy. I mean, I didn't even slip going through that stuff. And no idea how deep it is. I can't really tell with the water there. And I pile up this brush over here, and I'll get it prepped for next year. A lot of this can end up being fire start and kindling for the boiler. Alright, so we're going to pop it down. So in a Mahindra, it's that green button, shows the four-wheel drive, so I'm going to pop it out. I'm going to leave it, I'm in low and fifth gear. We're going to see if we get stuck in here. I bet I will. I can already feel it slipping. See if I can get the diff lock to push us through. Yeah, she's slipping, but it ain't too bad. There's the ruts. That's the big mess. Honestly, the grapple's really good at leveling out terrain just because it kind of sifts through stuff. Oh, looks like I'm gonna make it. Not easily, but I made it through. Didn't think it'd work. I don't think it would work if I had a decently heavy load in the grapple. Over there you can see the boiler still cooking. It'll end up getting shut down here actually, depending on how the weather pans out. If it gets regular in the 50s during the day, we'll shut it down. I know last year we kept it well into April, and it might not make it through March this year. That's what we're up to today. Show you a little bit of the tractor setup. So this is where the power is. So I have that kind of wrapped around because I have this long power cord. And I don't use the remote hydraulics yet. I don't have a tool for it. I don't think I got any major tractor purchases on the horizon. I thought about getting a snow bucket this year, but it didn't snow enough, so I didn't do it. And I'm sure the year I buy a snow bucket, I will end up needing it. So keep snacks in the tractor because they are little man bribes. You know, when he was a little man, really little, like 2 years old, you couldn't get him out of the tractor, and nowadays most of the time I gotta bribe him, which isn't the worst thing ever. I know I enjoy tractor time with him more than he does with me, so he does get to drive and actually runs the loader quite a bit. I'll go do the groundwork. Alright, kiddo, I'm gonna have to grab the camera again because I'm gonna grab another load. So I'm gonna try to do this whole thing just in two-wheel drive. Actually, can slow her down a little bit. I want to grab at this pile differently. So right now, like any good logger, I think I have 3 chainsaws. One being the electric, smaller steel, and I have an old Husqvarna. Yeah, see now I'm stuck. Try the diff lock and see if that gets me out. Oh, it does. But I am chewing up the ground doing it. Alright, that's where it stops. So I'm going to put it back in 4-wheel drive. Oh, part of my problem is I have a whole tree. See, that's the impressive thing about this tractor. Oh, a little bit. You gotta actually have it on the what I'm doing. I picked up this whole tree and didn't even realize it. So I'm going to drop that off. That'll make that thing easier to cut when I come back. Yeah, it doesn't take a very good video from there. I tried to set up a camera mount in the tractor, but it just doesn't have a very good view. And the cab, for you to see anything, they got to be set up pretty high. You can set up I bought these little interior mirrors, which work really good. I mean, one lets me kind of keep an eye on him and what he's doing. Sometimes he falls asleep in here, sometimes he's just bored. But it lets me another quick way to see what's behind me, because these exterior mirrors aren't mounted very strongly. So if I run into some trees, and you know I do a lot of woods work, they bend in or bend out, and then they aren't much good to me until I go back outside. So these little mirrors, it cost me like $4. I just glued them in, and I'm pretty happy with them. I'd really recommend them on any tractor. They're a small investment and they work great, and you know, because they're on the inside, they stay clean. So you really don't have to worry about them much. That's pretty much all I have for today. I hope you are figuring out something productive to do during the quarantine time. I hope you keep tractoring. Until next time.